Taurus. Taurus, Taurus. The first thing I just heard was love of self. I feel like some of you are, I mean, this could be like relationship love, divine love, but I feel like this is really, I mean, I feel like some of you are doing some like philanthropy or volunteering or something like that, or you were in the immediate past. A lot of you have the capability to donate either your time or your money or your resources, and I feel like some of you have been doing that maybe recently or lately. That's a strong point for you because I don't know, it's like you are the pillar of strength that people go to. So it would make sense that you are helping people in some way, or animals or groups, or, you know, whatever you feel like you can kind of lend a hand. I feel like some of you have been doing that lately. Some of you may have even felt called to do this. You know, with Judgment and Temperance here, and the Wheel, and the Seven of Pentacles, some of you may be making some major changes in your life as far as how you conduct your life, where you spend your resources or use your time. And it could be work related as well, turning a hobby into a career. But feeling like a calling to do this, like, I don't know, wanting to participate in things that are bigger than just you and your immediate world. Bigger picture stuff. There's like a very, it's like divine calling. It feels very big, very important. But you're helping people. You're acting as their angel. And it could be someone in your family that you're helping out, or just a friend or something, but it's like really, really going the extra distance to help people who need it. For some of you, this change could be happening relatively quickly, and you're recognizing that. And you don't like it. You don't like things to happen too quickly without thought or without planning. The reason you're successful in your life in a lot of ways is because you've planned it out. So you don't like things to not be planned. You want to know what's happening and the details of things and how things could go. So that's what you're really looking at. But it's like you're seeing this coming. Maybe you've been dreaming about it or something. But you do have a need to kind of balance things out. And maybe philanthropy in a way is spiritually balancing things out for you. You're going to be making some assessments in the near future with some things. I think you want things to slow down just so you can assess them. And it could be that some things that were important in your life before aren't as important now. So you're making room for the new things that need to come in. This reading is very spiritual and very like you really going within and then making those changes in your outer world. And for some of you, this could cause some anxiety just because it's change. And Taurus doesn't like a whole lot of change, especially a whole lot of unexpected, unplanned change. So it could be making some of you a little bit anxious about some stuff. It doesn't feel severe to me. It's just change. And change usually brings about anxiety, no matter what kind it is. Or some kind of nervousness or something, just because it's unknown. Others see you as the Wheel. Interesting. Other people see you as kind of realizing this bigger destiny that you have. And in fact, you may be kind of acting in ways that you never have before, or placing importance on things that you have never have before. Just because you hadn't like seen them before, they weren't realized. But it's like Judgment is showing you the way, as well as Temperance. So other people see you as kind of making some changes with some things in your life, with what's really important for you. Hopes or fears, the Eight of Chalices. For you, this could be both. Maybe some hesitancy to let some things go, but you letting them go on your own terms, not them being let go for you. So for some of you, this might be a relief. Some of you might be in some relationships or a job that you don't want to be in anymore. Or just a situation that it no longer fits you anymore. Maybe you're recognizing it, and it would still kind of pain you to leave these things for whatever reason. Now your overall outcome is the Hangman. I would put a lot of thought into what changes you want to make with the Hanged Man being here, because you may just need to see things from a different perspective. And you may need to just kind of wait and observe. The Hangman is the card of non-action. So it could be in this reading that you're just thinking about all these things and the potential outcomes of different things, and kind of weighing it that way before you make any moves with anything. I feel like you're going to kind of wait. I feel like some of you are waiting like for the exact moment of something to happen. It's like the wheel being here is like divine timing too. So I think that you're just waiting for that moment, or that sign, that signal that it's okay for you to proceed forward. But for now, you just could be gathering information. And you may be making some sacrifices, so that's why you're not rushing into things, even though some things feel rushed, or they need to be resolved fairly soon. But yeah, you might have to wait for that sign, that signal that it's okay to proceed forward. You have centering as your oracle card here. So centering talks about realigning with yourself. And if you're feeling maybe spiritually you have neglected some things because you're so involved with what's going on the outside, that it's time to start meditating again and start getting re-centered again, re-grounded. Now, Tauruses are natural grounders just by nature, just by being an earth sign. So maybe it's time to actually go outside and, plant your feet into the soil, so to speak, or whatever it is that you need to do to just kind of ground, even if it takes like 5 minutes. I think that would help you. I think that feeling will kind of help guide you again. Because some of you kind of feel maybe like you're feeling a little bit off, where there's like too much kind of going on. Too much change, or too much whatever going on in your life that you're like, I don't feel comfortable with this. I would try meditation. I would try grounding again, just to kind of feel like yourself again. I think that will give you strength in order to move forward. And in here it says, in the presence of tension or anxiety, sometimes we need to simply breathe and to regain perspective as part of a daily practice. Breathing techniques help anchor thoughts into present moment and quiet the relentless dialogue of the mind. Man, I can't talk today. It talks about doing yoga and conserve your energy where you can and use it where it's most needed. So all of those things you can do to kind of center yourself again, to kind of feel like yourself again. we go through life, things happen, we don't always feel like ourselves. And sometimes that is the evolution growth process. And you may feel off for a month or so, or for a week, or, while things are readjusting themselves. So look at it that way too, that it is, I feel like for you, this is a spiritual evolution of sorts.